Check, check, check. 1, 2. Check, check. 1, 2. Check. All right, we are good. We're back. All right, so we are streaming. Welcome to round 6 matches. We've got our gold teams here. We got our gold horde, consisting of Sink, Mighty Coldbug, DeMarco X, and Aldenhammer. Sink isn't here today, so we got a silver player filling in, Barebo Fraggins. From our heroes team, we've got Hawkeye, Commando, Mr. Mambo, and Guard Dog. And from our Hydra, we've got ACZ, Snipes, Mini, Jovan, the Boss, and the Quiet Kid. We've got two separate drop-ins going here against teams from across the country. We've got teams. Some teams, our heroes, dropping in with a group of kids, and then our horde and our hydra are dropping in with another kids, making smaller groups to make it easier for them to get in. So let's go ahead and switch over to the horde here. Let's see how they're making out. Let's go ahead and watch the horde here. All right, so in the top left corner, we've got Barebo Fraggins playing for Sink. Top right corner, we got Mighty Coldbug. Bottom left corner, we got DeMarco X. Actually, he's playing remote today, so we won't have his feed. And then the bottom right corner, we've got Aldenhammer. So it looks like they're landing, starting to gather resource and maps. They are in the match at this point. So it looks like they're staying pretty tight, which is good. Exactly what we've been teaching them these last few weeks. Let's go ahead and swap over to the heroes here. Let's check out what they're doing. Let's go ahead and watch these streams. Right, so in the top left corner, we got PC 11. That's Mr. Mambo. Top right corner, we got PC 12. That is Guard Dog. Bottom left corner, we got PC 2 Hawkeye. And bottom right corner, we've got Commando. So our heroes had a couple good weeks. These last couple weeks, they actually got a victory royale this past week. So really good job there. All right, let's swap over to our Hydra team. Let's go ahead and watch these streams here. All right, so in our top left corner, we've got PC 10. We've got Jovan the Boss, PC 13. That's actually somebody playing remote. Looks like he might have gotten booted there. We've got somebody playing remote, the ACZ Snipes. So we won't have his feed. And then PC 9, we've got Mini. So it looks like somebody might have got booted out of the match. We'll have to keep an eye on that. We had to switch some codes last minute. So it looks like right now we just got feeds for Jovan the Boss and Mini. Jovan the Boss in the top left, Mini in the bottom right for the Hydra. So some technical difficulties here. Like I said, they switched the code on us last minute here. We had everybody in, and the mad scramble to get them all in. Looks like it might have caused some issues when they swapped that code around. So, all right, so switching back to the horde here again, we got Sink in the top left. We've got, I'm sorry, that's Barebo Fraggins playing for Sink. Top right, we've got Mighty Coldbug. Bottom left, looks like that's our remote player, DeMarco S, and PC7 is Aldenhammer. All right, so it looks like they're working their way towards the circle at this point, just trying to stay in the circle. Doing a pretty good job staying together, a little bit separated at this point. Let's see if they can work their way more towards each other. Really, the key to victory in Fortnite is to stay together, play tight, and just try to stay right on top of each other through these matches. All right, let's swap over to the heroes. Let's see how they're looking. All right, there we go. I think we've got some collecting some mats. They are doing a really good job. That's something that the heroes do, I think, better than the other teams, is really staying tight and playing on top of each other. Coordinated movements is really key and critical to these matches. Again, top left, we've got Mr. Mambo. Top right, we've got Guard Dog. Bottom left, we got Hawkeye. And bottom right, we've got Commando. Looks like Commando's got a rocket launcher here. See how he decides to use that. Might be adjusting some keybinds there. And so again, Hero's doing a really good job staying together, playing tight there. All right, so let's swap over. Let's check out how the Hydra are doing. Again, we just have a couple of the Hydra in here, unfortunately. So let's take a look at what they're doing. All right, so we got a PC 10. All right, that's Jovan the Boss. PC 13 is Jake the Quiet Kid. Looks like we did get him in the match, so that's good. And PC 9, we've got Minnie there in the bottom right corner. And ACZ Snipes, he's playing remote today. So it looks like they are in engagement top left. We've got PC 10. He does knock one of the other players down. He eliminated PC 6. That's one of the, that looks like that was one of our players in the center. So we got a team-on-team battle going on here, unfortunately. Hanover versus Hanover. Hydra versus Horde, I'm assuming, is happening right now. You see them chasing down another player, another elimination. It looks like they knocked down PC4. So our Hydra is taking it to the Horde right now. PC4 is played by Bearbo Fraggins, sitting in for Sync right now. So good eliminations there in the top left-hand corner by Jovan the Boss, getting a couple eliminations on their fellow Hanover team there. So let's swap over to Hanover. Let's see if we, or the Horde, let's see if we still have anybody in this fight at this point. Looks like we might have one. See if anybody else is still in here. So it looks like we just have Aldenhammer. Looks like Aldenhammer is just a last man standing here for the Horde, the rest of his team. But he does have a, I don't know if he's got a reboot card. It's hard to see in his inventory there. See if he's able to get over there to his reboot card. He's going to hit that slurp truck and get topped off on his shields. All right, so Aldenhammer, last man standing for the Horde. All right, let's swap over to the Heroes. Let's check out how they're doing. All right, so here you see the Heroes. Again, looks like they're all still in the fight at this point, working their way through this town here. Doing a good job getting their mats. They're all, looks like they're nearly, don't know, actually only one of them has full shields at this point. So definitely a critical thing that they need to do before they start moving more towards the center of the map is top up on those shields. All right, let's swap over to the Hydra here. Let's take a look at the Hydra. All right, so we got PC 10 again. That's Jovan the Boss in the top left. Looks like all the team is still in the fight at this point. Actually, it looks like somebody's spectating. It's hard to tell. Got a little bit of lag on that bottom right machine, so it looks like they might be spectating. So it might just be 2 players remaining at this point. Some of the overlays on the map make it a little hard to see who's, but looks like they still do have ACZ Snipes in the battle too. I just saw him up front. So there's still a 3-man squad at this point, which is a good sign. See Jovan the Boss up top left. He's getting healed up using his bandages. So is ACZ Snipes. And here comes the last remaining player. I'm not sure if that's Minnie or Jay the Quiet Kid. A little hard to tell from because it looks like we are spectating one of those players. But either way, still a 3-man squad. So let's swap back to the Heroes. Let's see if Aldenhammer's still in the fight. That's a PC 7 here. Ooh, looks like he got booted. They placed 7th. So good job, Horde. Good fight. They unfortunately ran into the Hydra early on that match. So it looks like the Horde is out 7th place. Good job, Horde. Good try. All right, let's swap over the Heroes. Let's see how they're making out. See if they're still a 4-man squad at this point. It looks like they are. That's a good sign as the heroes move towards the continue to move. They're still in this little town area, moving toward the center point of the map. Trying to stay out in front of that storm. We've seen how quickly these matches deteriorate when players take too long to try to escape from the storm. Right, so here we are, the heroes. All right, let's swap over to the Hydra. Let's see how they're making out. Again, the heroes got knocked out mostly by the Hydra there. And then Aldenhammer was the last man standing, but he got taken out. They finished in 7th place. So looks like we still have a 3-man squad here. Again, that bottom right computer, I think, is spectating. I think that's Jay the Quiet Kid. It looks like he might have gotten knocked. So in the fight, I think we've got Jovan the Boss, Mini, who's PC 9 in the bottom right corner, and PC 13 is spectating. So it looks like we do have a battle going on, some shooting taking place. See as they work their way towards this enemy position here. See if they're chasing down a squad. Looks like they got somebody in their sights. Oh, looks like they got a full squad down there. Throwing some nades there in the top left corner. You see that's Jovan the Boss chucking some nades down their direction. He gets a good hit, 52 on the shields. Got another good hit. So this team's doing a good job working their way down, maintaining that high ground. We all know how critical that high ground is. But here you see the storm pushing in, making them reposition. That is going to force that other team that they were shooting down upon up and out as well. So it does give them an advantage as they run from the storm. Again, something you have to keep your eye on the entire fight to make sure you don't lose out and get really the battle dictated by that storm. All right, let's take a look at the heroes here as the Hydra run from the storm. Looks like they're in a little bit better positioned here. Looks like they do have a fight taking place here. Done a good job staying together, staying tight, play tight. That's what we constantly remind them. Hunkering down. Looks like somebody threw some nades at them, so they're going to have to move. They're going to have to reposition as their wall, their little barrier was taken out there. Good movement. A good little battle taking place here between the heroes and another squad. See if they're able to maintain their integrity here as they fight towards that enemy. It looks like in the top left corner, that's PC 11. That's Mr. Mambo. He gets knocked and taken out. Looks like by one of the Hudson teams. So lots of shooting and fighting taking place here. We still have PC 12, who's guard dog, PC 2 and 3, who are Commando and Hawkeye. Looks like bottom right corner, Hawkeye gets taken out as another one of the Hudson player gets in on him. So we're down to just just guard dog and Commando at this point. Guard dog in the top right corner, Commando in the bottom left. We'll stick with this fight, and then we'll get over to see how the Hydra are done here in just a second. See if they're able to come out of this alive against this tough Hudson team that they're facing right now, this tough Hudson squad. We do have a Commando down below. We've got guard dog up top, so a little bit of a pinch maneuver going on between the two squads. Oh, then you see the top right guard dog, he gets eliminated. So again, just Commando, and he gets taken out. So the heroes finish in 5th place. Good job, heroes. Let's switch over to the Hydra. Let's see if they're still in the fight. Let's take a look at them. Oh, looks like they're knocked too. So didn't get to see. Looks like they placed 5th. The Hydra. So good job, all teams. A tough first round. We'll take a few-minute break. We'll come back and we'll get in this second round. So stick with us.
I'm the coach for XP League, and I'm looking forward to having an impact on these kids' lives. I've been playing video games competitively since 9th grade. I'm now 21 years old, and I've never really got to be a part of a team.
Today, you guys are here for tryouts. Now, you might be feeling nervous, But don't worry, everybody makes a team. Tryouts is not about kicking you out if you're not good at the game. The only thing this is about measuring where you are at right now, so we can focus on how we can help you improve throughout the season.
Esports promotes cognition in the sense that there's multiple ways to win a game. There's not one set way that you can win a match. The meta in Overwatch varies. It depends on the game. The games change all the time, and every game is different. It has its own special, unique characteristics.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Keep your hands straight. Keep your hands straight.
For our practices, we aren't focused necessarily on who we're playing against, just how we can adapt our strategy towards the game. What we teach the kids when we're coaching is that there's another human being on the other side of that computer, and to treat everyone with respect.
Let me get from above. I have my ultimate.
Perfect. Keep going. Keep going.
All right, welcome back. We have our Horde team jumping in here, so let's go ahead and take a look at them. Our Heroes and Hydra team are in a different group, so we'll just be watching the Horde for now as they get set up to drop into the match. The first time looks like they were down a player. DeMarco X, who's a remote player, didn't. He got booted as he dropped in. He's playing remote. It's tough when the kids play remote because we can't always guarantee they can stay connected when they're at home. So unfortunately, it just makes it a little bit more challenging. But life happens, and we understand here. So in the top left, we've got Barebo Fraggins playing for Sync is on vacation this week. So Barebo Fraggins is filling in as PC4. PC5, we've got Mighty Coldbug and Alden Hammer PC7 in the bottom right corner. So they're still in the spawn area here. Looking like the Heroes and Hydra are in again. Looks like we had another Hydra player having difficulties getting in the match as the Horde here jumps on the bus and gets ready to go in. All right, so we got our Horde team dropping in here. You can see they put their blue arrow down. Looks like the rest of the teams are dropping in the other group as well. So we'll switch over to them here in a minute. Let's just see where the Horde decide to land here. See them coming down. Looks like they've got a nice little village that they're landing in here. They cruise down, stand pretty tight. So good job there. And so make it a big priority to get mats and matches in here. All right, so this is a Horde again. Looks like they've already gotten in contact with the squad. Top right corner, Mighty Coldbug. He gets knocked. See if the rest of his team can work over and help him out. There you see top left corner. Barebo Fraggins heads up, knocking him, getting that other player knocked out. We got Alden Hammer there, engaging in the bottom right-hand corner, helping Barebo Fraggins as Barebo Fraggins gets knocked. See if Alden Hammer is able to get in there and help the rest of his team out. In the top right corner, there you see Goated, who's DeMarco X, comes in there. That he's able to knock a couple of them out. So we'll see if he can get Barebo Fraggins back in the fight. You can see him knocked in the top left-hand corner. Looks like they took out the whole other squad. He's going to be pulled back in the match. See if they can get the reboot card for Mighty Coldbug and get him back into the fight as well. So good job by that Horde squad getting some good limbs there, which we know are critical to success. Let's hop over to the Heroes. Let's see what they're making out here. Let's go just show participants here. Looks like we've already had a couple players eliminated maybe. Looks like PC3 actually, it looks like PC11 and PC2 are already out. So a couple, Mr. Mambo and Hawkeye, quickly looks like they were eliminated. Kind of missed the action. They might have dropped on another squad just like the Horde did. Looks like they're going to work their way across here, maybe to pick up that reboot card, see if they make it in time. Top right corner, we've got Guard Dog. Bottom right corner, we have Commando. So let's see if they can pick up the reboot cards. Looks like they were picked up, so we'll see if we can get them back in the fight here just shortly. Let's watch over to Hydra. A lot of early action in these matches. It looks like a lot of these teams are landing right on top of each other. Let's see how our Hydra are making out here. Unfortunately, Jay the Quiet Kid, for some reason, his machine has had trouble getting into the matches today for whatever reason. These matches are sometimes challenging to get into. We haven't had that problem this season. With this particular network problem that we're seeing. But unfortunately, he couldn't get in a match today. But we do have Jovan, the Beast, the Boss up top left on PC10. and you can see we're spectating PC10. We've also got, looks like we got AC Snipes in the match as well. And looks like Mini might have already been knocked. Kind of hard to tell based on the computers, but looks like he might have been knocked. I'm not sure if they got his reboot card or not. So a lot of early action in these matches. Let's swap back over to the Horde here. Let's take a look what we got going on. Right, so it looks like we've got 3 of the 4 members of the Horde. Again, DeMarco X is playing remote, so it looks like in the top left corner I can tell they're still a full squad. So good job by the Horde, staying with it. We already know they took out 1 squad early on, so good job there. Getting those limbs is critical to putting those points on the board. So let's swap over to Heroes. Let's check out how they're doing. I hear some action in there. So let's take a look at this. Let's see what we got going on. So it looks like we've got, again, looks like they were able to bring PC12 back in the fight. That's Guard Dog. Looks like we might have some action with the Hydra right now. So let's head over to the Hydra to see what we got going on here. All right, it looks like they placed 8th, so good job, Hydra. They were down a man. For some reason, we could not get the Hydra on today. We did have a remote player, so that always makes it hard. I think that may have been part of the network issue. So we'll take a look at that. Good job, Hydra. 8th place finish. We'll count up the limbs and get the scores updated. Let's swap back over to the Horde. Let's see how they're making out, see if they were able to get some reboots. We'll take a look. All right, so we've got PC4 at the top left. That's Barebow Fraggins. PC5, top right. That's Mighty Coldbug, so good sign. They're able to reboot him, so they're a full squad. He's back in the fight. Good job, Horde. Critical piece there. And then Aldenhammer, the bottom right. And then DeMarco X is playing remote. But, oh, Mighty Coldbug, big drop and suffers the fall damage. See if his team can make their way to him. Looks like there is a limb taking place, a battle taking place. You can see some damage taking place there on Aldenhammer as he drops down on an opposing player there, working his way around. Looks like that's actually not an opposing player. Looks like that might be a bot trying to get maybe one of those special weapons from him. Good hits there as they wear down that shield. He's coming up right on top, but you can see he's taking pretty significant damage there. Good job by Barebow Fraggins, work his way back to Mighty Coldbug. To get him back in the fight. So good job there. Second time he's been brought back. All right, let's swap over to the Heroes. Let's see how they're making out here. All right, so here we got the Heroes. So it looks like they are, looks like they're down a player. Looks like they got PC 11 and 12 and 3. It looks like a Hawkeye is out of the fight at this point. Doesn't look like they have his reboot card. So 3-man squad, still doing good. I know they got in a limb early on of a squad. We'll watch them for a minute. Again, Hydra are out. They got in 8th place. They got an early engagement and we're down a player. Unfortunately, we had just trouble getting Jay, the quiet kid, into the match today. Just one of the struggles of Fortnite is getting the kids online and all these centers linked up. So, but there you can see the storm catches up with them, but they did a good job to all get in this truck together and work their way out of and away from the storm here. All right, so the truck's working their way down and out and away from the storm. Let's swap over to the Horde. Let's see how they're making out. Take a look at them, see how they're making out with this match. Looks like, again, we've still got a 4-man squad at this point. So it looks like they're at the Spire. Here at the center of the map, or at least close to it. A little bit hard to see right now, but still operating as a 4-man squad. So that's a good sign. So the Heroes, a 3-man squad. The Horde are a 4-man squad. I think they're playing in different groups, so good sign. Maybe we'll have a couple royales here. Let's check this out and see if we can make that happen. Right, again, PC4, top left, we've got Barebow Fraggins playing for Sync today. PC5, we got Mighty Coldbug in the top right corner. Aldenhammer at the bottom right corner. is PC7, and then DeMarco X is playing remote today. They're doing really good as a 4-person squad right now, getting deep into this match. Let's swap over to the heroes. Let's see how they're making out here. Ooh, looks like we got a player knocked there. We'll see who that is. That is PC11. So Mr. Mambo, he is knocked, but looks like we've got just 2 players left at this point, unless they're able to get to him in time and bring him back in the fight. We got Commando in the bottom right corner and Guard Dog in the top right corner. So I don't know if they're going to be able to get to. There you go. Looks like Commando worked his way down there just in time to get him res before his health expired. So you should be able to get him back in the fight. That's a good sign. Right, so again, just following the heroes here. It looks like they're doing a good job. Let's swap back over to the Horde. Let's take a look and see how the Horde they're doing. All right, so it looks like we got PC4 there. Looks like he's hanging out in the stairwell. I think we had an emergency bathroom break there. PC5 jumping in here. All right, so we're going to get Jay the Quiet Kid tapped in here for the Horde since he didn't get a chance to play with the Hydra. So at least he'll get some play time. He'll be playing top left corner in PC4's position. PC5 is Mighty Colebug, and PC7 Aldenhammer, and DeMarco X is still in the fight too. So still a 4-man squad for the Horde going deep into this match. You can see that storm starting to recede. You have to imagine they're going to run into the squad here pretty soon. Let's swap over to the heroes. Let's see how they're making out. I wish I could watch all the teams at once, but unfortunately it's just a little bit challenging. So looks like, again, we've got three players in the match at this point. Looks like the only player knocked and out of it this time is Hawkeye. We've got the top left corner, we got Mr. Mambo. Bottom right corner, we got Commando. Top right corner of PC12, we got Guard Dog. So still 3 heroes in the fight as well. Hanover's looking good, going deeper into these matches. So it's exciting being able to put some points on the board week in and week out. See, top left corner, PC11, that's Mr. Mambo. He gets taken out by some Raptors, unfortunately. So it's tough when you get eliminated by some Raptors. And then he's got the Storm chasing him too. So I don't know if his teammates are going to be able to work back to him with both the Raptors and the Storm encroaching on him. It might be a 2-man squad. Let's swap over to the Horde here. Let's see how they're making out. See if we still got a 4-man squad here. All right, so, looks like we did get a player knocked. Top left corner, Jay the Quiet Kid, unfortunately, he got taken out. So they're down to a 3-man squad there. PC5 is Mighty Colebug, and the bottom right corner, we got Aldenhammer, and it looks like we still have DeMarco X. Again, he's playing remote. Looks like we still have DeMarco X in the fight at this point. All right, so you can see there in the top right-hand corner, we've got Mighty Colebug. He's in the Storm. He's been knocked twice this match, but his teammates have done a really good job getting him back in the fight. Looks like he went back and got the reboot card for his teammates. So let's see if he can find his way out of the Storm. Fortunately, the Storm line's not too far ahead, so we'll see if he can get him rebooted. His teammate, Jay the Quiet Kid, temporarily on loan from the Hydra, since he didn't get a match. We'll see if we can get him back in the fight. So good job, Horde. Good job, Mighty Colebug, getting his teammate back in the fight. Let's swap over to the heroes. Let's see how they're making out. Not sure how many players we still got in the fight for the heroes. I think we were down to 2 previously. So let's see. Looks like they accepted a bounty. Looks like, yeah, we still have PC12, who's Guard Dog, and the bottom right corner we have Commando. So still two-player of the heroes still in the fight, working their way out and away from the storm. You can see how small that next storm circle is in the map in the top right-hand corner. So there, and there you see they're engaging or getting engaged. Commando quickly tarps up right around that rock, which is a good move. Allows him to collect some mats, but he is, wow, getting targeted from the backside there. So PC-12 does a good job tarping up Guard Dog as well, but they are just getting assaulted right now by this opposing squad. There you see Guard Dog gets knocked. Commando's under heavy fire. You have to imagine it's a full squad they're taking on. No sooner he can build a wall, they're taking it out, shooting it out. He's going to have to do something quick because there's not an unlimited supply of amps, and he gets 5th place. A good attempt, but when you're outnumbered like that, and you're down a squad, you can see what that other squad can do to you and how quickly they can just move up on you. All right, so let's watch these other, see how the Horde is making out. All right, so it looks like they might have been Jay the Quiet Kid back in the match again, on loan for the Hydra to play for the Horde. Good job, Mighty Coldbug, getting him back in the fight. Top right corner, we got Mighty Coldbug. Bottom right corner, we got Aldenhammer. Looks like we're getting a little bit of lag on the stream right now, but it'll catch back up. All right, again, PC4 in the top left-hand corner. That's Jay the Quiet Kid. Top right-hand corner, we've got Mighty Coldbug. Bottom right-hand corner, we've got Aldenhammer. And then looks like DeMarco X might still be in the fight. It's a little hard to tell from this angle. They at least have 3 at this point. Looks like DeMarco X might be knocked, but it's a little hard to tell. They did a good job starting that fire. So both PC4, who's Jay the Quiet Kid, PC5, Mighty Coldbug, using that fire to get up on their heels, moving towards the objective. PC7, Aldenhammer, bottom right corner, working his way around. A little bit hard to see if DeMarco X is still in the fight. I see 3. It might only be 3. He might be knocked at this point. But they're doing a good job surviving deep into this match. They should be getting a pretty decent position. You see Aldenhammer. Looks like he's working his way back towards his teammates. Mighty Coldbug, top right corner, taking some long-range shots. You see Aldenhammer, bottom right corner. Looks like he's getting engaged, working his way out of there with those big jump things. Looks like he might have been able to escape. Tarps up real quick. He's going to probably go into this house, collect those mats, and see if he can get some heals real fast. Getting those little minis in him. And up his shields. You can see the teams working their way towards each other. Good job by Jay the Quiet Kid and Mighty Coldbug, working their way back towards their teammate. That's what you need to do. Play tight. Looks like they're down to a 3-man squad. Last team standing at this point. We had some good finishes this week. A couple 5th place, a couple 8th place finishes for the various Hanover teams. But it looks like this Horde team might be going deepest into this fight. More engagements taking place. So you can see Mighty Coldbug taking his shots at that tower out there. Oh, and just like that, the storm moves in, and that's going to knock Jay the Quiet Kid down. Looks like, oh, Mighty Coldbug as they push in. Aldenhammer, last man standing at this point as that storm pushes in. Aldenhammer, bottom right corner. Let's just take a look at him at this point. So he's doing a good job trying to stay in this fight, but he gets taken out by Milo El Diablo. But they finished 3rd. So good job by the Horde. Good job by all the gold teams today. Really proud of them for the hard work they did and getting in and staying into these fights, putting some points on the board. So we'll be right back. We'll come right back with some silver action. So stick with us, and we'll be right here in just a couple minutes for our silver teams. So we'll be right back.